So I thought this game was great. Honestly, like I had an absolute blast playing through it. I suffered no bugs. I didn't get on with the story. I skipped almost every cutscene because it just wasn't grabbing me at the beginning, and I didn't like the performance. To gameplay, I thought it was surprisingly incredibly smooth. It was 7 or 7.5. I think it was a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
I'll double check that.
So this game reminded me a lot of Dragon Ball because obviously it's based off Sun Wukong. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and it made me think like what a Dragon Ball game could actually look like in that way. But I did enjoy the game for the most part. I enjoyed the first half of the game more than the second half of the game. I just didn't enjoy that aesthetic of it. I enjoyed being in the wilderness and like exploring that part of it, being on the cloud, like stuff like that. The combat was fun, but like as soon as like Pigsy showed up, I was just like, this game just isn't fun anymore, and I just wanted to get it done.
Just get those cutscenes.
No.
Oh.
I gave the game a 7 out of 10.
So this game is a perfect example of why I love Video Game Book Club, because I saw this game in bargain bins over the years, over and over and over again, and not once did I even consider playing it because the box art is a bit naff. I really enjoyed my time with it. I loved it. I describe it as it's like a pure comfort food. Like it's not very difficult. It just takes me back to a simpler time. Back at the time of the Xbox 360 when games were games, you know, fantastic. I liked the story, by the way. I watched all the cutscenes. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10.
I enjoyed the game for the majority of it. I thought the story was really interesting. The combat itself was relatively mediocre, especially from Ninja Theory, which I thought was a bit weird. I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting it to be a lot tighter, especially since they went on to do DMC Devil May Cry. But the part about the game that like got worse for me, I think, was that the first 7-8 chapters or so, I think, are really interesting. I like the setting. I like the traveling aspect of it. And I like the companionship between Monkey and Trip. I think that's by far the best part of the game. But then suddenly they introduce Pigsy, this really sleazy and just annoying, like sexist, just kind of just gross character that does not fit the tone of the game whatsoever. The game ended up being a 6. It was more towards an 8. But that last quarter of the game, I'd say, really dampened it for me.